Maybe pay full price.
Dylan, you gotta pay full price. No one gets discounts around here, okay?
Well, start it.
No one gets discounts.
And we are live.
We are live. Let's ride.
Ride the Tide Sports Podcast is brought to you by Vegas Sports Advantage.
Welcome to VegasSportsAdvantage.com, the website where you can win with us. It doesn't matter if your favorite team is playing.
It doesn't matter what you think.
What matters is which team has the best odds to win. Our MIT team has had a winning record every year for the past 15 years. This gives us the confidence to guarantee all of our packages. We have the highest verified record. Don't miss out. Get in the game. It doesn't matter which sport it is.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Win with Vegas Sports Advantage. Go to VegasSportsAdvantage.com to start winning today.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 25 of Ride the Tide Sports Podcast with the full crew. That was a message from our sponsor, our proud affiliate, Vegas Sports Advantage. And I will read you guys off a text message that I got from Vegas Sports Advantage today. That basically means that you guys should come join, okay? Word for word. Wow, what a day, everyone. After going 10-1 last Saturday on college football picks, we are now 8-1 today on college football picks. Total record for the season now at 26-4. How about that?
How about
got to be the top start of college football that they have seen in a handicapper in the last 16 years, which is how long they've been doing business. And since they've been doing it, they say cheers to the huge day, and they're happy that we're all a part of it. And you guys can be a part of it too. If you click the link in our bio, join the Vegas Sports Advantage team. Get the picks. They're winning picks.
Right.
26-4.
They're on
We don't
fire
really
right now.
miss.
They're on a roll.
This is like the 9th or 10th time they've been on fire this year.
What are you doing?
This doesn't happen like out of a blue moon. This happens like
Right?
every month for like most of the month. It's ridiculous.
It would be more, but every time they're on fire, they're just on fire for such a long time.
I know. And I'm like, all right, maybe I should calm down, but no, I can't.
Right?
Because they don't miss.
They really don't.
So Vegas Sports Advantage, like I said, click the link in our bio, in our Twitter bio, and you guys can get those picks too, or head on to our website, which is also in that same bio. Either way, you end up at the same place. But starting off today's episode of Ride the Tide Sports Podcast, the Eminem mural downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
We can't have nice things. Let's talk about this. So for those of you that are unaware, there was an Eminem mural that was, I think it was painted by an artist on a wall in downtown Detroit.
Mhm.
And it was a really, really awesome looking mural of Eminem. And the next day,
Not
was
even
had
24
been-
hours.
it had been vandalized
It didn't
overnight.
Literally
Didn't last 24
couldn't last through the night.
Why can't we have nice things?
I don't know.
Like, you didn't see people trashing the Kobe murals. Come on. Like,
No, but I did see.
if there's
somebody
if they're an
trash-
idol in the city, you don't trash the freaking mural, guys. Like, come on.
Right?
You see everything get trashed now, and it sucks, bro. I just saw a report 40 minutes ago of Pop Smoke's grave just got trashed. This whole mural thing ripped up. All that marble. Everyone is like, it is so fucked up, man. It is
Okay,
like-
so does someone have a vendetta against rappers and they're going
see, you know what I mean?
town to
Like,
town?
people just don't give a fuck because I don't know if it's not a, I don't even think it's a clout thing or a recognition thing.
Here I go.
I just think I don't see the point of it other than to just be a menace, to be honest.
So it is.
Luke, what do you
All
think about
getting
this?
done.
You know, I just wish it could have lasted for at least for maybe just like a week, so like people could appreciate it.
Right?
It couldn't
Right,
even make
yeah.
it through the night.
A little bit. Like, just give us a little bit of time to like.
Wasn't it just like bird faces or something too?
It was some
Yeah,
kind of
just all
symbol.
over it. Just all over it. Just a bunch of like birds,
Oh
like
my
the V
God.
birds. Like, come on. Can't have anything. Can't have anything.
I was gonna be like, oh, let me go down to Detroit really quick. Let me see that.
Yeah,
Nope,
I'm
never
literally
mind.
downtown like every other week for some type of sporting event, and I probably would have gotten to see it at some point, and then now it's already ruined. So
Yeah.
whatever. That's
Still
that.
see it just with birds
Detroit,
on it.
be better. That's what I have to say about that. Be better.
Yeah.
Moving on to
Sports.
some sports now. We're going to start off with baseball. The majority of our show today is going to be football, but we got to get a few things out of the way before we hammer all this
It's been a week.
football onto you.
It's been a week.
So, exactly. Dylan, tell us why this is significant.
All right, so the Yankees, who have been on a roll for a little while now, who started off pretty bad and then they just caught fire. They're bad again. I don't know what's happening, but they're on and they're off like no other team. They roll and then they can't win it all. So the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, and the Yankees have a division battle that's been going on all year long, which is the best battle in the American League. Now, the Blue Jays just went on to sweep the Yankees in 3 games, and they also, I believe, won again today, which is 4 or 5 in a row, and they're on a roll right now. And this Blue Jays team, when they're on a roll, they have this depth in their lineup. There's so many pieces that so many people each day can go out, and you never know who's going to be the star. And that's what makes the Blue Jays dangerous. Whereas the Yankees right now, they're on such a decline that I wouldn't even think about saying this like months ago, but there is a chance that the Yankees could finish third in this division with the Blue Jays, going second. I'll be honest. The way they're playing right now, they finish the year like that. And Vladdy, second in RBIs, second in average, third in home runs. But he's still up there for that Triple Crown. It is still possible. I just want to let everyone remind you all. It is still possible.
Okay. It's no guaranteed sure shot like Miguel Cabrera in 2012, but
Oh no.
I do love a good Triple Crown.
Especially, even to be able to talk about it, you're doing something.
No, well, definitely.
Right.
And I mean, if you're that caliber of a player, your team's definitely doing something too. And I remember in 2012, we were doing something until we did nothing.
Imagine being the Angels.
But that is just the Detroit way.
Imagine being the Angels. You got MVP Trout, and then the year he's out, you still have an MVP in Ohtani, but you're still not gonna make the playoffs. It's gotta be so tough, bro.
It's still a struggle. It's still a struggle at the end of the day. And also the Giants now become the first team to 90 wins. What does this mean?
That before the season started, I guarantee not any of us.
No, not on an odd year.
Yeah,
No,
not on an odd year. Not the
And
Giants.
they're hitting crazy. They've had a stellar year. A lot of their players are stepping up big.
Seriously, it's crazy. I think that the Giants have a clear lock, honestly, on that division. And you're just looking at wild card spots for the Dodgers and Padres. That's crazy that the Dodgers have to look for a wild card spot with the roster that they have.
But at the same time, the Dodgers are 14 games ahead of anybody else for the wild card spot.
Also, the Padres, bro. The Padres have this.
So they're gonna get
roster, and they're not. They're thinking middle average, 500. It's wild. They're like the Dallas.
But when you look at the
Cowboys.
division, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And with how often they play each other.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Those are really the most
ready for the
important
Giants
games, and those are the ones that the Padres are losing. So
Yeah.
But also staying on the topic of the Giants.
Yeah, so I just think that this is more of a comedy piece here, but this is quite entertaining. So there are no captains assigned like a C in hockey for baseball, for those of you who did not know. But that didn't stop Brandon Belt from pulling some spring hockey, summer hockey bullshit tactics and just taping a C on the jersey. And what makes it so much better is not only does he tape the C on his jersey, but he goes on to hit the game-winning home run at Wrigley Field to win the game.
Of course he did. He's the captain.
Come on now.
Brandon Belt,
He's the captain. He had
phenomenal
to.
first baseman. He had to. He said, "I didn't wear this for no reason."
Exactly. You don't just strap yourself up and then do nothing.
Right.
Jesse, why do you put the straps on your 2K character? Why do you do it? Huh? What's the reason?
Because I'm gonna act out.
Exactly. So act out.
I'm brazy. I'm going
Go
brazy.
crazy, Brandon Belt. I love to see it. But something I don't love to see is when hockey doesn't get the respect that it's owed.
Right.
And in this situation, I don't think that hockey's getting the respect that it is owed when it comes to the NBA planning to play outdoor games based on the Field of Dreams.
What?
How is this? I'm confused. How are you disrespect? How is that disrespect? Hockey just had a game outdoors. They've had outdoor series.
We've been doing outdoor games for
because they're
forever.
using it
Beginning
because
of
baseball.
time.
Yeah.
They're
A
like,
special
baseball,
outdoor game.
special event, so we're gonna do a special event. Bro,
They're
we
saying
do a
now that
special event
baseball's-
every year. You're basing it off of the Winter Classic.
The
They
Winter
copy
Class.
hockey
We
and
do
now
it
it's
so
on.
much. We do it so much. We have like series for it. Like they're like side Winter Classics.
Yeah. We
Stadium
now,
series.
We're now even playing hockey in the middle of the freaking 75-degree weather in Los Angeles now.
Oh.
Like, we can do that.
Oh, but they want to base it off the Field of Dreams.
All
Bro, we're
right.
literally playing hockey in places where we have to wait because the ice is melting.
Yes. Guys, it's too hot for hockey.
Come
here.
on now.
Or where are we going next?
Play,
Mexico?
did they play on a beach last year or something?
Last year,
Or on a
the whole
lake.
postponed
Not
thing
It was on-
because the
on a
ice was
lake.
On a
melting.
lake.
They had
I
to
meant
It was
the
on a
night.
lake.
the night game.
There was a guy driving his freaking boat around with a bunch of Red Wings gear on.
Yup,
I know.
it was great.
He made the
That guy
camera
was
like twice.
goated. That guy was goated.
Great.
Wings
shout
had
out to
no
that guy.
business being there, but he did.
But before we keep getting disrespected because of the NHL, talk about news at hand. I'll start with Jesse. How do you feel about the NBA planning to play an outdoor game like the field?
Nope.
Listen,
All right, we're gonna let Dylan figure himself out. I don't know what happened. We kind of just lost him. We almost lost him last podcast too. So
You just,
Dylan, this is for you to answer your question.
bro, how that happened was
he just
just
breaks all the time.
I knew I cut out halfway through. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michigan
like how
scored a touchdown.
it just got slowly
Oh,
worse
anyways,
and worse
I don't know
and
if you
worse.
heard
And
what I
then
was
he was
trying to say,
gone.
but Jesse, I was asking you, how do you feel about the NBA playing an outdoor game like the Winter Classic Field of Dreams?
See, I think it's fire if it ends up being like the way it's playing out in my head. It's like a bigger version of like how Rucker Park games used to be. They get that
Yeah.
intensity outside
Yeah.
and a vibe.
That's
like
how
that,
it is in my head too.
I'ma love it. It's fire.
If they throw the court in like a central downtown area, like that kind of vibe,
Just do it in like downtown,
And just
like
pack
New York
it.
or Chicago.
yeah,
Downtown
that would be a
Chicago,
riot.
Like on a court, like a pickup court.
Hey,
Oh my
Chicago,
god.
Chicago's got a good team too.
You know what I'm saying? And they got a good basketball fan base around there. So I think Chicago would be a good place actually.
Yeah.
You
Fuck
run
it.
yeah.
Aircraft carrier basketball game.
Put it on a
Put it on a military aircraft carrier.
and
Just-
fly around.
Just brick. Well, that is the big boat in the ocean that carries the jets, Dylan.
I said drive around.
You said fly.
Oh shit! In my head,
And
I
boats
said
don't
drive
fly.
around. In my head, I said drive around. Did I actually say fly? Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
Hey,
I
Ty,
thought-
you're
I
not
thought
trying
I
to go
said
fly your boat?
dude,
No,
that would
Dylan's
be a-
trying to play a
My
basketball
yak
game on
is-
Babylon.
I do know what that is.
Dude, I just got an engine upgrade in my yak, bro. Oh, I'm gonna be cooking.
Yeah, next
there.
next thing you know, you're paddling down the stream one day.
Bro, that'd be so hype.
Oh shit!
It'd be hype until you realize that you keep going up and you can't stop.
You're like, I'm getting real good at this. This water's
I'm getting too good at
thin. This is there.
I'm up. Luke's like way down there, like.
What?
All right.
Ty?
But back on sports. This is a big deal to me because this is really interesting. So LSU is taking on McNeese State tonight. Okay, McNeese State. Okay. Why does this team matter at all? Because the head coach of LSU's son is the starting quarterback.
Mr. O. Coach O. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. I mean.
Go Tigers.
Hold on. So you're telling me the coach of LSU has made his son have to get it out of the mud at this somewhere school?
Yes, and it's 14-0 LSU with 5 minutes to go in the second right now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. And I think that this, after what you just said, this is pretty much going to answer it. But I was going to ask this regardless of you rattling off the score. Do you think it's a bigger factor that the son knows everything about how his dad coaches, or that his dad knows everything about how his son plays? Which is a bigger factor?
Number 2.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously now
he can switch up his coaching strategy. Super simple, but you can't just change how you play.
That's a really good point.
As a quarterback, I mean, think about when you go to build a Madden player. What category passer are you? Are you a guy? Can you run? Are you a pocket passer? Quarterbacks fall into categories, and so once you find the category that he's classified in, it's very easy to coach your guys to kill that category.
Right.
Did Ty turn into like half robot for anyone else while he was talking?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Occasionally, everyone has been sounding a little robotish, but it's not like like beep bop. It's more like a.
Okay. Just making sure.
Bebop.
Just making sure.
Like it's just like it's like when you click the wrong piano key, and then you bring it back. Like it's like that. It ain't that big. I feel like.
Right. All right.
Those are my comparisons.
Okay. Okay.
I was like, what are we waiting for?
We'll leave it then. All right.
Moving on.
So
moving on.
Luke, pretty big injuries here.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, pretty big injuries here out of Baltimore.
No.
So
I'm not okay.
Marcus Peters, cornerback, star, probably top 10 in the league, to be honest. ACL tour. Gus Edwards.
No one cares about him.
A lot of people do care about him, actually. He's very important. Do not say
I
that.
didn't because I didn't have him on my team.
Hey, you shut your mouth, you biased.
He's important.
Little
I know.
thing.
I know that we had new injuries this week, but I would just like to add, because, I'm going to put some salt in some wounds because I feel like it. I did ask Luke to trade J.K. Dobbins before he was injured. And I bet he wishes he would have done that.
I didn't even say he was injured yet. People just
I almost want to call Cap because this man was harping me for Swift.
Oh, they don't even know if you are?
I'm calling Cap. I'm calling Cap because this man was harping me for Swift.
Go time.
We're not going to go try and do J.K. Dobbins.
It was a side piece in the deal. Your main target was straight Swift in every single deal, and because how the Ravens, like how my auto draft went, because it was trash, and I had the Ravens running backs, and all of them are getting hurt for the season now. If I gave you that, I only had one running back or two running backs after that.
And who would your two running backs have been?
I don't know, but I need more than two.
He makes a solid point. You need more than two.
You only need three. You're just going to have to work the wire.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have three.
It'd still just be back at two. In other news, TJ Watt, Pittsburgh Steelers, has signed a 4-year, $112 million contract extension. They paid the man. The man was owed. He's he's just as goated as his brother, and that's how I feel on that.
Did you guys
I
hear
Now-
love
the,
everything you say, bro.
the
Let's talk
craziest
about
part
some
of this, though?
Thursday night football. Or do you want to talk? Okay, what's the craziest part?
So his agents, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm Adam Schefter or that I got it from a guy like that. This could be false news, but his agents were gonna try and get more money out of Pittsburgh, but TJ Watt didn't want to press them for any more money, and he stood at this number amount.
That's a G move.
That is a G move if that's true. If not, he's
Well,
still cool.
Yeah, he's still cool and he's still getting paid, but like he was like,
I thought you were
take
about
one
to
for the
throw
team.
some wild shit at me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I just had to
I wasn't
hold
really
on.
fully ready for it.
Let me not sit here and act like this is 100% confirmed. This wasn't no checkmark Twitter. This wasn't no, I'm gonna just say
Everyone
that.
quote Jesse right now. We got to record.
Quote him.
Clip it.
Clip that.
Go ahead.
All right, Thursday night football. How
Let's get to the
about
football
this game?
section.
How
How
about
about
it?
football?
How about
Bucks?
Dak?
Beat the
I just want to
Cowboys,
point out one thing.
and Dallas
Before we
covers
talk
9.5.
about the football game.
That's crazy.
Before we
This
talk
was-
about the football game,
This is about the football
you're
game.
gonna talk
Before we
about the
get into
football
what
game before we talk about the football game.
I just want to point out what happened off of the field. This was the most watched game, like first kickoff game, since 2005, and there was a damn well reason for it. And it was one of the greatest kickoff games that I've ever seen in the past 10 years.
Well,
Just wanted to say that to start.
Well, I mean, I definitely think it has a lot to do with fans being back, full
Oh, yeah.
capacity, and the long wait for the football season, and a lot less COVID this year. So
And
I
the
think
Bucks, that was a new field. They opened that last year with COVID and never got to get fans in there.
yeah, that too. That
All right,
too.
let's talk about this game. In the first half, it started off as the Bucks pretty much having a little more control, I would say, and Dallas more just hanging with them to start it off. Because yes, there were multiple turnovers, but I'll be honest, and you could argue with me about it. Maybe one of them, I would say none of them, Brady's fault. On the turnovers. That's just from what I've seen. And I think that Dallas had more than enough opportunities to capitalize that I feel like in that first half that would have helped him out to where, as we saw, they would have to rely on Greg because Greg wasn't exactly on, you could say.
well, yeah. All the turnovers weren't all Brady's fault because didn't Ronald Jones fumble the ball like he always does?
Right.
Yes, he did. He did.
The only way you could take any of the blame towards Brady on 4 nets is like maybe don't hit a running back on a screen right in his eyes. I feel like they're used to catching it while running instead of like right here. It's more of like a
Right.
low thing, but nah.
More like
touch your hands,
a catch
yeah.
and carry.
but touching your hands,
Yeah.
you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it.
Yeah, you have to catch it.
And then moving on, there was a big play that has all the controversy around it. Game 1. Towards the end of the game, was it a push-off? Was it not a push-off? Godwin, one-on-one with the corner. I think it was a push-off, and that was a big play to change the game. I think if it was the Lions, the refs wouldn't have hesitated to throw a flag. So if it's the fucking Bucks, you should do the exact same.
Listen. Yes, if you go to like push off of a player in any way, shape, or form, normally it is a offensive pass interference. Yes. But I believe what happened from watching it more than a couple of times is when Godwin turned, Mans was trying to hold him like where he was, but Godwin turned so fast that the guy slipped off his hand just from him doing like a 90-degree angle. And if there's no extension like that, because his arm just stayed like this by the time he was turning and the guy was going, he literally just did like a boom. He didn't extend it enough to get a real call out of it in that type of situation.
I disagree with you on how
I'm
far
going by
he
the book.
extended.
I'm going by the book.
I know. I'm just like no. I know. I'm just like it looked like he did.
He only had one hand, Luke. I don't know why you keep doing that. He had one arm. near the guy. The other was turned because he
Well,
was.
whichever arm it was, I saw.
No, bro. You. I wish we had the clip. His arm never went past this degree. Never went. It looked
Well,
like it, but that was only because he was turning.
I also wish we had the clip. But
We get the clips in.
another thing we need to talk about. Zeke was not a factor in this game at all.
4 carries for 12 yards at halftime, and I believe it was like.
I believe he finished with 33
Dak was just trying to test out his shoulder.
on like 8 carries.
And it's
He's like-
Tampa.
They did not utilize him at all, but you want to know what it was? And I want to get Luke's thought on this because that's his fantasy QB, but Dak looked pretty. He looked real sharp.
He looked like he picked up where he left off.
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't miss a beat.
I was
When your
loving it.
QB playing like that, there's no reason to put in a running back on a team that allowed the fewest in 4 categories, no matter how you looked at it when it came to the run defense. They
Right.
have the best. They have the best stat-wise run defense.
Yeah. The game plan, it wouldn't be that smart to continuously.
And you got
get,
Dak playing like that. Psh, fuck
With him,
that.
with him throwing dots.
Right?
Like that throw he threw to CD Lamb in between 3 defenders, hit him right where he was.
CD
And
Lamb's
Amari
he was
Cooper,
on
bro,
fire.
don't even get me started on Amari
on
Cooper.
fire.
I
That
think
was a great game.
we can just group it together instead of letting Dylan have an orgasm about Amari Cooper and just say that Dallas's wide receiver core proved that it was just as good on the field as it was on paper, because I think it was
Yeah.
just as good.
And let me
Yeah.
just say one
But
thing.
Let's talk
Michael
about the
Gallup
team that
is
won the
out
game.
3 to 5 weeks, and that's a big deal for that receiving core.
Let's talk about the team that won the game. Because Dallas, as good as we might have made them sound just now, did lose the game.
Correct.
Now, that may or may not have been in part to Greg missing 9 points for them. But
It was.
there was also vintage Antonio Brown, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
And also Brady and Gronk for 2 touchdowns to get to number 100 together.
Mhm.
That second touchdown marks the 100th touchdown pass from Brady to Gronkowski in their careers.
That's huge.
And it is huge. And it absolutely destroyed me on fantasy. But I do like watching good football. So that, I mean, it comes hand in hand. Maybe one year when I'm like 90, I won't do fantasy finally. And I can just sit and enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
But no. Brady and Gronk, Brady did good. Big Pops didn't play Gronk, luckily, or we would have been in the gutter already.
Right?
But he did play Antonio Brown, who did look really good. And
Yeah.
do we think that Antonio Brown is one of those guys that can make the comeback after falling off as far as he did and become an elite wide receiver in the NFL again?
I'm gonna keep it a $150. The only reason he was out of the top 5 receivers in the league, 10 receivers, is because of his stuff off the field. He never stopped being a lead on the field, but he did have a little bit of a slow start with Tampa. But that was because of Mike Evans and Godwin's importance. I just feel like they wasn't giving him the right routes.
I also think his relationship with Tom Brady over the offseason went way up. He talks very,
hell
very
yeah.
highly of Tom Brady. I don't know if
Tom
you guys have
Brady
ever heard
had
him
him
talk
staying
about Tom
at
Brady.
home. Tom Brady had
I heard
him
he's pretty good
on
at football.
lockdown.
That's what people say.
Yeah. Tom Brady was like, if you're going to be good, this is how you're going to be good, and we're going to make sure that you're good.
Overall,
But
amazing game.
in talks of the town that we despise of, Green Bay wide receiver.
I don't give a fuck.
What? All right. Green Bay wide receiver Adams denies talk of extension. Dylan doesn't give a fuck, so we'll get him back when we're done with this segment. So Green Bay wide receiver Devontae Adams denies talks of extension. Do we think that this almost guarantees that Aaron Rodgers has told him maybe that he doesn't plan on staying? because I feel like if he knew that his quarterback was going to be there that just threw him, 17 touchdown passes last year, that they would probably stay together.
There is no one that Devontae Adams would pick over throwing dots to him. He wants Aaron Rodgers. So I feel like they definitely they rolling together. And if they're not rolling together, A-Rod is like telling him to go somewhere else. That's the only reason he gonna go somewhere else. I feel like they're just gonna keep tight. If Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams is at your facility, you're not gonna look at them if they tell you that like we're pay sharing, like we'll take pay cuts to be on the same roster. You're not gonna be together. And go, no, I need one. I want to pay big bucks to one. Or
no, I'll take you both.
Just one. Like yeah. But hey, maybe we're wrong, and next thing you know, they're on two different spots.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, for all we know, that might be exactly what happens.
Yeah, but I just feel like they're too tight. Devontae Adams and him are gonna play until he retire.
Yeah, that would make the most sense to me because I just feel like he's already near the end, and I think this just kind of signals it even more. But I mean, we'll see what happens near the end of the season here into next off season. But that's definitely something to keep in the back of our minds that he will be a free agent at the end of this year. And we already have Jamal Williams, so why don't we just start taking Packers players?
Right.
Patriots players didn't work.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little,
use the Packers
bad
players
blood
against the Packers.
New coach, ain't
Exactly.
the same coach that was getting their ass beat by Green Bay all them years. So it's okay, new friendship, rekindle with their players.
Exactly, and we'll be fine. But I know that it was just a rumor, but there was a rumor that DeAndre Swift did some shit in Philadelphia. And Dan Campbell was actually asked about the rumor on DeAndre Swift. And so, for those of you that don't know, the rumor that was going around on Twitter, which, you can't trust that shit, but the rumor that was going around was that a phone call from some guy or girl, whatever, a phone call from Philadelphia came into the police department saying that DeAndre Swift had murdered somebody. So that was a big deal to the few people that heard that rumor. And they ended up getting it all the way back to DeAndre Swift and Dan Campbell, of course, because, well, people are saying that you murdered somebody. And Dan Campbell loved it. He was like, the fact that you guys think that someone on our team has the capability of doing that is fantastic.
That's the type of guy we want.
That is the type of guy we want on this team. Well,
not a murderer.
Not a murderer, but one that you think would.
Stone cold suspects.
Just someone you think that would put someone in
a
body bag.
Change the team name.
We don't want the guy that did the crime. We want the guy who had to get his fingerprints tested because he could have done the crime.
Yeah, he looked the part, but he did not do it. He did not do it. Big news for fantasy owners. Carson Wentz. It has been announced by the head coach that Carson Wentz will start this Sunday against Seattle. How big of a difference does this make for the Indianapolis Colts, and what is going to happen because of this?
Because of this, people, I'm gonna be honest. If this goes south, you can blame me, you can yell at me, but I'm putting Michael Pittman as a receiver in my unit because I believe he's going to have quite a sneaky week in that fantasy department because Wentz does not have Ty Hilton. He has Zach and Pittman. His one, but Pitt's the one. Everyone knows Pitt's the one. And don't get me wrong, he might have Jamal Adams over him, but we know how much that guy moves around. You can't be there every time.
Not every time, no.
So I think Wentz is a huge, and I'm clapping for him because speedy recovery, man.
Oh yeah, that was impressive. But I feel like that's slightly concerning,
especially for Wentz.
Almost too quick.
Especially for Wentz.
Especially for Wentz.
Unscathed, if he comes out unscathed with 300 300 yards, 350. Hey, we'll say more next week.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
All right. So, with tomorrow being Sunday and the official first Sunday of the NFL, we're going to do our NFL Week 1 predictions. Now,
and also, I just want to throw out, ladies and gentlemen, that we will be back Monday night to recap just strictly all of the games that have taken place on Sunday. So also tune in on Monday for the recap. But roll right into it, Ty.
what are we pointing at?
I was trying to point at Dylan, but like my finger kept being stupid with the camera, and I couldn't figure out
Yeah,
which way
I
to
think
go.
he was just kind of trying to say like,
And I was,
yeah.
I realized I had to point like this on my screen, but that's like the opposite direction, and you're always right. You feel me?
Yeah. All right, Ty, let's hit it.
Do you want me to just go straight down the board?
No, yeah, just go like top to bottom.
No.
We'll go one by one.
So like
Yes.
down the list.
Yes, from the first game to the last.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
You charge. So I'm going to take this time to actually build the parlay of the century as well. So while we do this, the parlay of the century will be built. And they want to give me a free bet for it, so that's cool. All right. The poor Lions. It's the Lions!
Okay.
Come on. You know we're
Lions.
underdogs. What do you think?
Lions and 49ers.
San Francisco.
I mean, I'll be honest, unbiased, love Detroit, but San Francisco by 20.
By 20?
Yeah, it's gonna be a massacre in my opinion. I think it's gonna be
I don't
bad.
know about that.
Our
All right,
defense
you
against
ready
San
for this?
Francisco's offense. Ugh.
Listen, what I believe is gonna happen:
Okay.
San Francisco dub. I take Lions.
You got an 8-point spread here.
I take Lions spread. And the fantasy management in me wants to believe that DeAndre Swift will carry them to victory, but you just heard my first opinion.
Well,
All right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm also riding on the Lions +8 because you know what? It's week 1. We're at home. We have absolutely no idea what to expect out of most of our team, other than like a couple guys on the O-line that we know we have already. And other than that, there's a lot of open room for anything to happen. Dan Campbell can run literally any play he wants. And we're not really going to question it because we don't really care if we win this year. So we can do anything. We're unpredictable. And even if we do lose, it'll be in Detroit-like fashion, I feel like.
you know,
So you're saying we'll
won't
have a
be
lead
8.
at some point so that we can blow it the game.
I'm still on the Lions not winning a single game this season. So I'm on San Francisco and their spread.
Not one.
Not
You think we're
one.
gonna be the first team to go 0?
It's in my
Luke,
it's in my
go
bets.
go on record right now. Right now,
Give
on
him a
record.
solo. Give y'all.
I'll put in the bet right now too.
Anderson Silva.
Go
just
ahead,
knocked
go
out
on
Tito
record here.
Ortiz in boxing
The
fight.
Detroit Lions are not going to win a single game this season because it is the perfect build-up for them not to win a single fucking game.
That's a
So,
fuck
like,
thing to say.
And that
first
is
team.
your hot.
I'm
take
slightly
from
upset that I
Luke.
didn't hear any reasons to back that up other than it's set up.
Okay,
But
can I just say this?
we'll go off the hot take.
Anderson
We'll go off
Silva
the hot
just
take.
knocked out Tito Ortiz in a boxing match, if anybody cares.
Did he? Let's go!
Silva just knocked
Let's
his ass out.
go!
I knew you wanted to hear
Fuck
it, bro.
Tito!
It's
Fuck
yeah,
that man.
yeah.
Bro, that man wanted to sign a
2.
contract. Couldn't
Round
even
2.
make the weight for the contract.
Round
Anderson
2.
Silva had to treat him like a dog.
Sorry to interrupt, but I had to point
It's
that
okay.
out.
It's okay. Someone just got knocked the fuck out. It's okay.
That's huge.
The next game we got here is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia is favored minus 6.5 points in this game. How do we feel?
Ooh, minus 6.5. Over. Betting wise, over for sure.
48 points.
Oh yes. That's gonna be a winner to have 30. I say 31-24.
Who?
No, 31-27.
Who?
Buffalo.
Pick a winner. He sees the score, but he doesn't see who's winning.
Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh.
I don't see
Hey,
Pittsburgh
why?
getting 31 points.
You want to know why I see Pittsburgh get 31
I
points?
do want to know why. You made Dylan
Listen,
leave the room.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Tre'Davious White, that secondary in Buffalo with Bills Mafia,
another hot
they're
take.
elite. They're tough. But I believe that this team of Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Juju, even though they got a rookie running back in Najee Harris, and we haven't known the Steelers for a run game, they've just been waiting for a running back. We know how they did when they had Le'Veon Bell and they were hot, and they had the receivers and they had the team. Mike Tomlin is not new to this. He knows Roethlisberger. That team is perfectly fine, and they are going to show niggas that they didn't start 11-0 just to lose a bunch of games and end up getting looked at like this. They're going to do the right things, and they're going to come out on top by 4.
That's a hot take with some solid backup. I am now slightly persuaded to take Bills minus 6.5. The opposite of everything you just said.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm right. Bills.
But if that's the game you miss, I'm
a big
sorry.
fan of the
If it's
Bills.
31-27.
I understand.
If it's 31-27,
If it
I
ends
apologize.
31-27, you're going to be sad that you did not bet the correct score. Because that's a hell of a bet. And it's a real thing.
I'm all here for the Josh Allen MVP tour this season.
Dylan, who's your quarterback in fantasy?
Shut up.
Okay, all right. Dylan's fucking banned from talking about football because he is strictly biased to anyone that is on his team. Last year, all I could hear about was Derrick Henry. You know what I haven't heard a word of this year? Derrick Henry. Why? Because he doesn't matter anymore to Dylan. And so Dylan won't say a word about him. And I'm glad he's not here for this right now because he's literally yelling. So I'm going to bring him back while he yells. Muted.
Fucking dumbass.
You okay? Why is it the Josh Allen MVP tour, Dylan? Why are you all for it?
Nah, fuck off. Go to the next game.
Why?
Go fuck yourself. Go to the next game.
Hit it on the nose, son.
Woo!
Talk about someone nailing it. Next game we got is the Arizona Cardinals at the Tennessee Titans, home to the King, Derrick Henry.
1,000 yards. He's going fucking off.
Smash the Cardinals.
250 yards. Julio Jones is getting
Smash Arizona.
Tannehill throwing 5
Suck
tutties,
off.
and I'm taking the fucking Tennessee Titans by 25 points, and the Cardinals can suck my dick.
Who's the favorite?
I'm taking the under.
Who's
Take
the
the
favorite?
over.
It's an over under 53. The Tennessee Titans are favored 3 points.
That's gonna be a game.
Okay, give me the Cardinals money line and the under.
Go fuck yourself, bro.
Give it to them. Give it to them.
Wait, what's the over?
Next game we got is hot. 53.
53.
Yeah.
That's a high over.
That's a very.
You damn right.
Give me
It
the.
low-key should
I'll
be
stay
a
with the
bloodbath.
under. I'm staying with the under.
I mean,
Okay.
I can see them each getting 4 tutties, but
I can.
I feel like I feel like it's only a matter of whether or not Tennessee whops them. Because I can't see Arizona doing the same thing on the offensive side that Tennessee can do, even with Kyler Murray.
I can. I feel like that.
I've been to Tennessee.
He needs it to
But they
happen.
have one of
It's
the
a
most.
pretty good atmosphere, man.
D-Hop
He
is
needs to
still
happen to
D-Hop.
answer for Dak. In
D-Hop
I don't
fantasy.
think
still
Tennessee
D-Hop.
loses this game.
Titans are winning the Super Bowl. which is
D-Hop
confusing.
also knows what it's like to lose. He's lost a lot of games in his career being
Oh,
D-Hop.
yeah.
He was on the Texans, bro.
Arizona.
Exactly.
But I like that team. I like them. They look nice.
And we all know
I'm with you,
where
Justin.
Luke stands.
And that defense.
We all know where
Arizona's
Luke's head is
defense
based.
Is much
Luke's
better
head
than
lives in
the
Arizona.
Titans. It's
Yeah,
just
that
Derrick
makes-
Henry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I close my eyes.
But they
I'm
do
behind.
have A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is cut. He has some
I
knee
just said
problems.
all that I
They
said.
got
But
AJ
he's
Brown.
cut.
They got AJ Brown and D Hopkins. And Tennessee does not have a good.
Well, because A.J. Brown's not like
secondary.
the main guy there now because they also have fucking Julio. So,
That's gonna.
well,
I think
didn't they get rid of Corey? They don't have Corey Davis anymore, do they? Or do they? still have
no.
Corey
They
Davis?
got rid of
he
Corey
in
Davis.
New
They
York.
got rid of Jonnu Smith.
That's what I thought.
They don't have Johnny
Yeah.
either.
They only got
Johnny-
him like the end of the season though, didn't they?
Johnny?
They have him
No,
all
he
year
had him all
last year.
year.
Yeah.
Okay,
He had him all year.
I thought he was
No,
one of
no,
those people
New
that
England.
got
No.
acquired.
He was very important to them. He did murderous things for your fantasy team. I recall.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that.
he did.
Yeah.
I just
He
didn't
is
know.
very
I just
good
didn't think I
tight
had
end.
him all year.
Yeah. But you had
next up,
Waller.
we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm not gonna.
I don't
lie,
think
bro.
anything changes in Cincy.
I've been hearing a lot of people swear that since he's gonna upset, bro, but their defense is not stopping Dalvin Cook, so I don't know what's going on there. Or Justin
Jefferson.
Or
Yeah,
Thielen. It's just right.
No, like,
it's just right.
it's cut. It's too cut.
Yeah, Vikings.
I'll take the
But
Vikings.
over under 47.5. I may just take the under in this one.
Under.
Wait, no.
This is the
under is
NFL.
because can Cincinnati score 14?
It is. You're right.
Exactly.
But
And
that Joe Burrow,
will they be able to block for Joe Burrow? Probably not.
Probably not.
I think
But time will tell.
I'm
Time
on
will tell.
Minnesota in the over still.
Yeah, I'd take. Minnesota.
sorry.
I'm feeling a hard under, but I'm also on Minnesota. Minnesota and the under for me.
The problem, Joe Burrow was doing nice. He was
He
putting
was.
on the board.
Yeah, when he wasn't getting sacked,
How did he get injured?
which happened a lot.
How did he get injured?
He got sacked. A lot. This game might have a lot of sacks, or it might not. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. The Jaguars are favored 3 points. The over-under is only set at 45 points. I'm going with the under.
Fat
I think
under.
it's going to be
It's gonna be
a
smooth-
heavy running football game.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be slow.
I can't see
I
that
think
game
that-
being like on red zone too much. And I don't know.
Exactly what I'm
Take it
getting
I think
from
they might
there.
let Trevor sling it.
I was gonna say.
Yes, they might let Trevor sling it a couple times, but I don't think it's going to be like a pass-heavy game between the two
Not
teams.
what they got in the backfield.
So
But hey, they
I
could
mean,
surprise
I
us
don't
because
even-
it's Trevor.
I don't
Exactly.
even expect Houston
that could be the
to
difference
do
maker.
Really, anything special. I mean, they ruled out so they
Gonna
ruled
be
out
a
Deshaun
low
Watson
scoring.
today. They put him on the injury list.
Well, he's on the IR as
labeled. He's on the IR labeled as not injury
related at all.
So
Yeah.
I mean, Tyrod. I
So
mean,
they're-
hey, Tyrod Taylor, if he goes crazy, that would be crazy.
Oh, really? Would
Can you imagine if Dak Prescott somehow managed to just sit out that entire contract and then come back and somehow never play another game for Houston, but also not let Houston get the benefit of doubt of ever getting to trade him for what he's worth? and they just suffer because they pay him a bunch of money to never play another game for their team. That would be the craziest football story I've ever heard in my entire life.
You said Dak Prescott, but I know
Yeah,
what you
I was
mean.
about to say.
What about Dak Prescott?
You said
Dak Prescott when you meant Watson.
You said Dak.
Watson.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. We know now.
We got you.
Like you didn't know the whole time? We were talking about the same guy.
Well, for a second, everyone
I
was
said the
like,
wrong
"Where's
name, and all of a
Gullit?"
sudden you fucking didn't know I was
Dak
I
came out of
described his
nowhere.
whole situation to you.
It just threw me off.
That shouldn't throw you off that much.
I wasn't ready for you to say Dak's name.
God damn.
We follow.
You just think I said Barack Obama's or something, and it's totally unrelated.
Yeah, it would have nothing to do with sports.
Yeah. You'd have thought I said that with the way you reacted.
Nah.
Next, we got the Chargers and the Washington football team. Luke, unbiased, what's your opinion?
He's gonna be biased.
No, unbiased, what's your opinion?
Unbiased, I think Washington takes it in a low.
I mean, that's unbiased, yeah.
As soon as you said Washington, I pushed the mute button.
Washington.
Curtis Samuel's out, but like
he's out, but he's still. I mean, they still have other weapons.
They do. They have a lot of other weapons.
Fitzmagic with a tight end like Logan Thomas, a wide receiver like Scary Terry,
Honestly,
and then since they got Curtis out, I wouldn't be surprised if they ran a double back with JD and Antonio.
Right.
I can see this one being a good offensive game.
What's the over?
Yeah,
under?
I can see this one being on red zone a lot.
44.5.
Okay, honestly, with Fitzmagic on the field, I'm excited to see what he can do with the offense for Washington. So I'll take Washington on the over.
That's a definite over for me. I think I'm simply just going to bet the over on that one. 44.5. Give me the points.
I think they're basing the over under too much on last year when Washington only had low scoring games.
I'll take it though. I'll take it. I hope
With
they
no quarterback.
I mean, they should be able to hit that.
Defense.
That defense is good.
Wait, I'm having a trippy moment. Who are they playing again? It's Washington versus. I remember at the beginning.
Chargers.
LA. Chargers. No, this is definitely going to be a heavy offensive game. Definitely over 44. But I don't know. The Chargers don't have Hunter Henry, and he was huge for them last year.
And Eckler is listed as questionable. He's probably
Eckler's not 100%.
So like
even going into the game if he plays.
But that
Herbert's gonna have to sling it
too.
Hey, Ty, why are
Washington's
you
defense, but it's still Herbert. Herbert's still Herbert.
Because he's playing, you dumb fucks.
He is playing, but he's still
but he's not 100%.
He's fine.
You
just thought he's on your fantasy team. I've been looking at him like a hawk. He is fine.
Keep telling yourself that.
I've been yeah, he's not.
He's fine.
If I go look at him and I see
he's playing on Sunday, he's fine.
I didn't say he wasn't playing.
Dylan said he might not play.
I didn't say that. I said he's playing, but he's not going to be 100% from what I've read because he's. I don't know.
I'm sure that a lot of the players that play on tomorrow are not going to be 100%. And you just don't know about all of them. Jarvis Landry said that he plays at 80%.
I think
most
you're
of the season.
Trying to defend Eckler because you have him on fantasy.
Yes.
I'll defend most players. If they're okay and someone says they're not okay and I call the cap because I have the information.
I'm calling the cap on the 100%.
I said he was fine.
Yeah, he's on backup garbage, but I defend everyone. But the Chargers, I'd say, are going to lose by a tutty. I think it'll be a one-touchdown game.
Where am I at? Can I help you?
No, everyone was just so like laid back. Just made me laugh.
Okay.
Don't
The
be
New
so
York
uptight,
Jets
man.
at the Carolina. What?
I said, don't be so uptight, man. Loosen up.
All right. The New York Jets at the Carolina Panthers. What do we think here? He's the one that's pushing my fucking buttons, so we removed him. New York Jets at Carolina Panthers. Jets only given 4 points here, so Carolina's only -4.
Honestly,
Carolina.
This is a toss-up.
it depends on what McCaffrey shows up, and can this man? Oh my God, I'm mad at myself for forgetting his name. Who's the starting QB for the Jets? No boy.
I almost just said Sam Darnold. It's Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. I mean,
Yeah.
It's his first game, so he's got Corey Davis. A lot could happen. That could be an interesting game. But I think
But there it is.
I'm taking Carolina just because I feel like McCaffrey's pissed.
He should be. He
Definitely
continuously gets
Carolina.
hurt when he's
Go crazy.
goated.
Definitely the spread for Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina -4.
Yup.
All right, what about the Battle of the Birds?
I was gonna say +4.
Eagles and Hawks. I don't think you could pay me to watch this game. You couldn't. But
Which birds are left to battle it out?
the Eagles and the Falcons.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't pay me to watch it, but Falcons.
Money line? Just
Unless
straight up.
Miles Sanders goes crazy, Falcons money line.
Yeah,
They
I'm
don't
on
have a good
Falcons,
enough
too.
secondary to contain Calvin Ridley. They don't.
No, they don't have a secondary. Not really.
Slay's not touching him. I'm sorry. All respect to the homie.
Oh, I think
But-
we as Lions fans know for sure that Darius Slay cannot carry your secondary by himself.
He just can't.
He tried.
He's only one corner, and he can get tossed. So, and Calvin Ridley's really fast.
Not to say that he's not fast, but Ridley's not.
And they got Mike Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike Davis was doing pretty dog for a week, a couple weeks. I mean,
Oh, he was.
so I mean, at the end of the day, wait, hold on. This might change my opinion. I need to refresh this. Is Matt Ryan still the starting quarterback there?
Yes.
Who did you think the quarterback might be?
Who the hell would it be?
Who did you think it was?
I just had to make sure that wasn't one of their draft picks, and then I remembered
No,
they
it
took
was,
Patrick.
Pitts?
So I'm good. I'm good now. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, Pitts. My bad.
Patrick?
So,
I was
yeah.
like, who did they take?
I got
Panthers or
Eagles
Pats
pick
defense?
confused. I'm just all over the place. Devontae Smith.
I'm on Pat.
Panthers against the Jets
I dropped.
or the Pats?
Panthers
Who do
or
they play?
Pats defense?
Who does New England play? Why can't I remember?
Patriots.
Talk
That's
about
what we're
that.
talking about right now, right?
Who do they play?
Oh,
Miami.
they play Miami.
Miami. Panthers or
No,
Pats
I think-
defense?
I think it's almost a steal to play the Panthers. I think I'm playing the Panthers defense. I think there's a lot of new pieces on the Pats, and I don't know.
See, I like the Panthers.
I think
for,
Miami
like-
is going to cut up.
I think that I like the Panthers more this week, but like more down the stretch, I think I'm more.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
no,
Pats
this is
because-
just for this week, bruh.
Oh, for
Yeah,
week
no.
one?
He
I
doesn't
think
care
that
about
week.
next week. He cares about this week.
No, I know. I'm just
Right.
putting it out. I'm still just gonna put it out there, regardless.
Guys, Pats defense. We keep saying Panthers.
He said Panthers or Pats.
Are
for
we
his
talking
defense.
about? No. Oh, okay. Sorry, I
He's
got us
saying which
confused.
defense
I was
do I
like,
start?
guys,
Panthers
Yeah.
or Pats?
we're all no Pats. I go Pats. I'd go Pats.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, you got
second take.
3v1.
My
I
bad.
mean, fucking make your decision off that, I guess.
Figure it out, guy.
Personally, I think it's more of a coin flip between the two for the start, but I do like the Panthers because it's against the Jets. But I like the Pats more down the stretch.
Yeah, I just say for this week in particular, I would take Carolina based off of the matchups.
Yeah. Then let Bill Belichick
my
do
guy.
some work the next couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden the Pats defense will look a lot different and they will look a lot better because they won me my fantasy league my first year. Because they're crazy. Because Bill's
I
crazy.
just don't know how good that Miami offense is going to be yet. So
Well, we saw flashes last year.
Two
And
was
by
announced
flashes,
with
I
them.
mean
I
a
feel like
lot
it'll
of
be pretty
good
solid.
games.
yeah, no, that's what questions me for the week one start for the Pats.
It should. Because Miami is not dog shit. They are a good
Hey,
team.
Mac Jones.
Oh,
They
hell
used
no,
to be
yeah.
pretty bad. But the NFL, it only takes 2 or 3 years to turn your franchise around if you do it the right way. So,
Honestly,
Why
and
do
spend some
they?
money. Yeah.
What's next?
We didn't spend any money, though.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to be completely honest. I do think that Watt will not play this year. I think it's going to be a situation where he'll get bounced around,
Ding, ding.
probably not staying on Houston. But I don't see a situation where, with all the bullshit that's happening, it's going to be like AB. And I don't think that ultimately he'll play throughout the rest of the year. That's just me. What do you guys think?
Y'all see what the MLB did with Trevor Bauer. I don't think
Right.
Deshaun will end up playing.
mm-mm.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
until all his
Yeah.
extra BS is cleared up.
Even though there hasn't been
they
a
don't want it in
word
the league,
since
though.
the summer, beginning of all of this, they still don't want to do
Yeah,
it. It's
they
too
just
much
don't want. They don't
attention.
want it in the league. It's bad for the brand.
But if he does, if he does go to a different team, I don't even know if any other team would want him based off of what he's doing right now.
See, that's what I'm that coin flip.
Another question here: who starts
Fields.
first, Fields or Lance? Fields has to start first. Andy Dalton's gonna crumble. I
You
feel like
don't-
Andy
That's
Dalton's
easy.
gonna crumble Sunday. I feel like it happens week 1 against the Rams that Andy Dalton crumbles.
But they're not gonna blame it on him because it's the Rams, and that's how he's gonna get a second start.
No, Aaron Donald needs to just
But Lance isn't
take
playing
him out
this
of
year
the game.
or until the 5th game.
Trey Lance could very well play tomorrow, Jesse. They're playing the Lions.
Yeah.
That's true. They could be up by so much.
He could be in the
True.
second half.
True.
He
True.
could play the whole second half tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might watch
Yeah.
Trey Lance.
All right, Ty, what game we got next?
You got one more question, bud. Do you think it's smart to put Watson on the IR? No. I think that he shouldn't be on your
No.
team. I think
wouldn't have
that he
him on
should
my
not be
roster.
in your fantasy league on anyone's team.
Leave him alone.
Will you get some insight on something saying that he may or may not be playing?
Go
Yeah,
get
I
a
think
flex.
I would
there's-
do it.
Don't.
Yeah,
I
no.
was gonna say I gotta get a
I mean,
flex.
you're better off just taking a streaming quarterback on the week you need one instead of just trying to hope for him, in my opinion.
Right.
I love
Well, I think
Watson.
that
Had
I'm
him as
saying,
many
like,
years as I could, but don't do it.
Yeah. Should you sit on him? I wouldn't sit on him. I don't think it's gonna. And if he gets him, if we hear about something, if we hear about anything,
Yeah.
then I would pick it up. But I wouldn't sit on Deshaun Watson this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit on him until you hear other news of him coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
We still have 3 more games. Kicking it back to where we were. Cleveland Browns at Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City's given 5.5 points here. I love watching the Browns and Chiefs play.
Yes.
The last 2 years, it's been very, very good football.
It shouldn't be any different.
What's the over under?
54.5, where it should be.
Yeah.
54.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it should
But
be.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I'm nuts, but I'd bet the over. I'm not gonna cap.
Bro,
I would
Yeah.
too. There's gonna be some
At
stupid
least
turnovers in this
56.
game
At
too.
least 56.
At least.
56.
Yeah.
Oh
Easy.
yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie,
I think we're all
Kansas
in
City's
agreement.
defense, it can't handle Chubb and Kareem. We know this.
Oh.
we do know this.
No, we've seen this.
But Cleveland's defense is good, but can they guard the Chiefs? No one can. Except
it's
for
very,
Tampa Bay
very,
last
very
year,
hard
but
to
it's a
guard.
new
Yeah.
year, so we'll see what
We'll
happens.
find out.
Maybe they just
Yeah.
studied Super Bowl film the whole time. That's all they did was study Super Bowl film. And
So,
that was it.
but yeah, Kansas City's still Kansas City. And they said they're trying to
Exactly.
be the first team to go 17-0. They're coming out firing.
Right. Also, second take extra. I see your comments. We will get to them in a second. Let me just finish these games real quick. We got two more games.
Two more games.
Green Bay Packers and New Orleans Saints. 3.5 points being given to the Saints. Packers are favorited. How do we feel on this one? Over under 49.5 points. Plus, we got Jameis Winston. Okay, we got Jameis Winston in there. Callaway is the number 1 wide receiver now at New Orleans. It says that at least to start the season, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean,
Green Bay.
I love
how do
my
you not
Saints,
pick
but
Green
geez.
Bay?
Well, I mean, Aaron
It's
Rodgers.
easy, Green Bay.
Didn't you tell me earlier? Aaron Rodgers was like, "Well, just play the QB you drafted for me to replace me."
I swear I heard that while I was playing Madden out of the other side of my ear, playing some NFL stuff on TV. That Aaron Rodgers said some outrageous shit like, "Oh, you drafted him. Why don't you play him?" I don't know if I was hearing shit or what,
He
but
doesn't
that
give
was
a fuck
Aaron
about
Rodgers'
that.
voice on the screen. He, as upset as he might be, if he starts the game, he will perform like Aaron Rodgers performs because
still
he's
won
Aaron
MVP last
Rodgers,
year.
and he still has to keep his own legacy alive. Whether or
This
not
man, Aaron
he's
Rodgers, is still the reigning
happy,
MVP.
sad, whatever, he'll drop dimes on you.
If Aaron Rodgers is in the game, 100% smash Green Bay and the over.
This
If
count
not-
double fuck you
If
up.
not, I'd probably go under Saints.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There is no. I'm not gonna lie to you, and trust me, I have Alvin Kamara. I am a Alvin Kamara supporter,
Yes, you are.
but
One
he
thing-
cannot carry the entire game. But he is capable of doing it against Green Bay.
I was gonna say we've seen him carry
Didn't
the
he
whole
put up,
team
yeah,
before.
like 6 tutties in a game last year?
Yes.
Most
So he
teams
is
don't
very
get 6
capable,
touchdowns in a game.
But the only reason is, but at the end of the day, Drew Brees is still Drew Brees, and he affects shit and he makes shit differently. Alvin Kamara's a dog. Like I said, love Alvin Kamara. He's a dog. But having Jameis Winston at quarterback, I think they might want to play a little more games. They might want to throw the ball some, even though they don't have Thomas. But like, if Kamara gets the ball as much as Kamara should in a game like this, they have a chance.
Agreed.
I have a hot take here. Drew Brees was not good the last 2 years of his career.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
He was not good. He
I wouldn't
could
even-
not
I'd
throw
even
the
call it
ball
a hot
anymore.
take, bro. I think
He
everyone
could not
kinda
throw
knows
the
that.
ball anymore.
But
He's
it was
he's
the
done. He could.
legacy that
It was
had
the
before
legacy
that.
was good. Yes, it was there, but he couldn't throw the ball the same anymore.
Yeah.
Hey,
He couldn't throw it
after,
deep.
after you throw
And he knew that, bro.
128, 300
He
yard
knew that
games,
too. Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
That's why he retired this year, and you saw
Shoulda
him on
juiced,
Thursday night
man.
in the broadcast.
What's the
Imagine.
next
But-
game?
But the last game is the Sunday Night Football game, and that is the game
Give me
between
that staff.
the Rams and the Bears.
Give me the Rams.
Honestly,
Rams.
I know we're all taking
it's
the
full
Rams.
Rams all the way. Matthew Stafford, 5 touchdowns. Doesn't matter.
Let's run it.
Rams win this game.
Bro,
Unless
I'm
Justin
not-
Fields comes in at halftime, then I think the Bears win the game. I'm not even kidding. If something happens and Justin Fields
Seriously.
somehow comes in at halftime, I think the Bears win the game out of some cluster fluff shit.
No, nah.
I think Stafford is about to
don't-
go
I don't even
dumb
think that
his
would happen.
first game out from Detroit.
I'm saying that's the only way that the Rams don't win is Justin
Right,
Fields
right,
comes
right,
in,
right.
and all of a
Yeah.
sudden, what the fuck's going on? We planned for
Yeah.
Dalton. We planned for Dalton.
I mean,
And then Aaron Donald goes, I don't really care.
I mean, yeah, on paper, you would think that you would take LA all day on paper. So I would take LA all day on the field. I mean, I'll just put it like that.
Okay, you were going on the rails there and almost flew right off of them. You were setting up to say something outrageous. I just want you to know how it sounded.
It was real simple.
I was waiting for the now on paper, you would think Rams.
But
I'm going Bears!
yeah. I pull out a fucking bear head.
I'm going Rams.
He's going Bears!
I'm Rams. Who's with me?
Yeah, I give
I think the
Rams
whole
14.
I think the whole Ride the Tide group is riding LA.
Ride the Tide group of the week. Pick of the week.
That's our pick of the week.
LA.
Pick of the week. We are the group of the week. Come on. But pick of the week.
Oh,
LA Rams -7.5. Hot take. Or no, my bad, not hot take. The second take. We already gave our first take, so this is the second take. Extra.
I'll be honest, by week 4 against the Lions, there is probably an 80% chance that Justin Fields sees a rep that game. I'm not saying he'll be starting, but he'll play a good amount. I would say.
I think Justin Fields would destroy us.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying, bro.
He would come to Detroit after Detroit decided not to draft him, and he would torch us, and the fan base would torch the general manager for at least the next 3 years while he continues to torch us.
That'd be worth it. People are stupid. We needed Panay Sewell.
I'm not turning on 97.1 the ticket after we lose to the Bears. I won't do it. Because when Justin Fields throws 5 touchdowns.
The only way I don't see him starting week 4 with the Lions if Andy Dalton continues his fire from the end of last season, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. But, I highly doubt he will, in my opinion. So, I think Fields is going to be starting sooner than later.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So more questions, or are we done?
Yeah, we got some more questions.
We do got a couple more, yeah. Callaway or Galladay? I feel like we're setting his entire lineup.
Hey.
Or he just wants to know. But
Giving him a help.
If he wins, he might be back next week. So we got to keep winning to help this man. So Callaway or Galladay?
Week
1 fantasy value.
Wait.
He's got 5 leagues.
If you don't have a third choice, this is tough.
Right? Is
Yeah.
Galladay hurt?
I mean, he's
not in Detroit anymore. Think about it. So the curse is lifted. He's gonna do good. Yada yada.
No. I'm asking, is he hurt or is he healthy?
I said no.
I got him.
And I meant it.
Okay.
I would have.
No,
I
he's
assumed
back to
second
healthy
take
now.
wouldn't come to us with a question that wasn't possible. So
You know what? I
And
would take.
Ingram's out too.
I think
It's official.
Callaway is probably going to get more catches than Galladay tomorrow, but I think Galladay might have a bigger play. He might have the bigger plays.
Yeah, because
that's how I feel.
Ingram's out for the Giants, so that's going to leave more opportunity for Galladay.
And
to
big
kinda make
breaking
bigger
news
plays.
that just came in from obviously Adam Schefter. Luke, I have something for you to finally celebrate about for fantasy. Saquon Barkley is officially cleared to play and is starting week 1.
Oh, no, he was looking good all week. The only time
Yeah, I
it
don't
was
know.
only going to go
Dylan,
bad
you're
is
so
if he got
behind.
re-hurt.
It's
Dylan,
official now. What up?
you know how we're going to the Lions game tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Not to watch the Lions, but to watch football. But you know how we're going to the
Right.
Lions game tomorrow. Big Mike, aka Dad,
Yeah,
has
Mike.
George Kittle on his team, right?
Yeah, and you got a version.
He just texted me and you in the group chat, and he said, "We will be leaving around 10 to pick you up, Tyler. I also have to pick up my George Kittle jersey." This guy's got jokes. This guy's full of them.
Correct.
I don't know what to do with him anymore.
Your dad's a character and a half.
He's so funny, but I really don't know what to do with him anymore.
All right. Well,
I have to pick up my
J-Rob.
Kittle jersey.
Robinson.
J-Rob or
Montgomery.
Monty?
J-Rob.
Monty?
Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery.
Gonna be more assuming.
Oh, J-Rob.
Yeah.
Absolutely Robinson.
Yeah,
J-Rob.
J-Rob.
Yeah, because I don't feel like Trevor's going to be Super Bowl. Holy moly. Oh, God.
You want a matchup or you want the winner?
Matchup.
Do you want
or
my
winner?
matchup or do you want the winner? Because I will give you both.
Predictions for what?
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
Imagine not knowing what SB is, you some bitch.
I can't. Oh, I thought it said so. I thought that wasn't I thought it said so predictions. And I was like,
Both.
for what?
Boy, if you don't get some
Both.
glasses.
Let's get both. All right. The Rams are winning the Super Bowl.
I knew he was going to say that shit.
You're crazy.
I fucking knew it, bro. I could have put
They're
money
gonna win the
that you
Super
were gonna
Bowl.
say that.
And they're gonna beat. You want to guess, Dylan? You want to guess who they're gonna beat?
Who?
Dylan. I think Dylan might know. That's why I said Dylan.
Are
feel
they
like he
gonna
would
beat
guess
Tom
it.
Brady? You motherfucker,
No, they're on
bro.
the
How did
same
I
side.
know?
Oh, Dylan.
What?
They have to be in separate leagues. Like they can't
He's
be
going to
in.
beat Tennessee.
Oh, fuck you.
I think Tennessee, LA, Super Bowl, and I think the LA Rams win.
Tyler, can I get a
You
hot
can
take?
go next if you want. Yeah, you're next. Go ahead. Oh, he wants a hot take. Oh, he asked for it. 44. Oscar Mike.
Tom
What's
Brady
happening?
about to get 8 of them things.
Oh, you only got
Tom
2.
Brady about to get 8 of them things. I know, only guy. I ain't even close.
You
Tom
putting
Brady
up
getting
2
ring
threw me
8.
off.
Only reason. My bad. I meant to be throwing up this. But Tom Brady's gonna prove everybody wrong again, and he's gonna get himself an 8th ring.
You know, I think I'm just gonna win it.
Oh God, I know who.
The motherfucking Bills.
Thank you. That was actually my pick on bias.
I thought they were looking good last year where they could have made a deep run. I think they're gonna make the full run this year.
Give us a matchup, Luke.
Oh, the problem is I don't know off the top of my head the opposite teams.
Tampa.
If it makes you feel better,
I'll
the
say
Bills
Tampa.
lost
I'll
the
say
Chiefs in the
Tampa
conference
because
championship last year.
I'll
Odds are
probably
Tampa's
say
back there.
Tampa because Tampa's probably going to be back there again because they're looking way too fucking good not to be.
All right, I'm gonna be dead ass. Luke, thank you so much for making that easy for me because I agree exactly with what this man just said. I have the Bills winning the Super Bowl over the Bucks. So I agree with everything this man Luke just said. So just second my name, sign and Dylan after Luke.
See, Tyler is the only person in here that's logical. And the only reason I'm saying this, not because you guys are saying the Bills are going to win, but because you're betting against Tom Brady. That's the only thing I have to say. You are literally betting Tom Brady to lose in a Super Bowl. I can't back that up.
I know it is.
Yeah, at least my Super Bowl doesn't
Hey,
involve
I could
Brady,
have
so he
gone
can't
wilder
lose.
with my take with Washington winning the Super Bowl.
because we know
That's
that
what I
wanted to say
expected.
that.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
That's what
You
we all
wanted to say
expected.
Washington. I'll be honest.
I was
wanted
trying
say
to use
Tennessee.
more logic in there. You want me to get crazy? Fine. Washington's winning the Super Bowl. Lock it in right now.
There you go. That's what he
Gibson
wanted to say.
is going to march his ass
That's the
down the
heart.
field with
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic and Terry Scary at his side. It's going to be magical. You made me go there.
Oh,
Lock it in.
Hey,
Quote me.
Dylan, I blame you.
Hey,
Blame you
man,
for
I'm
his
not gonna
wild
lie.
take.
I could have just done that same thing about the Titans, but I already did it about the matchup this week, so I couldn't do it again.
Well, I honestly expected it from both of you. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be
I
honest,
expected
yeah.
something. I expected high energy,
I want the
crazy
Titans.
take from
that's
both
my
of you.
want, but I gotta be unbiased and like realistic here. I do want the Titans to win Super Bowl, though. But
They can.
True.
holy
True.
shit, what a pod!
They're fully
Hour
capable.
20
And that,
I mean,
running.
that is the end of the pod.
Oh
That's
yeah.
it.
So, to everyone that watched today's podcast, and a special shout out to big commenter, the Second Take Extra. Thanks for joining us. Hope you join us again next week, Saturday. But
Or Monday.
thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Make sure you retweet. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you check us out on our website, which is also in the link in our Twitter. But yeah, make sure you guys hop on the Vegas Sports Advantage train. Those NFL bets tomorrow are going to be good. There's a link in our Twitter bio. Go click the link. Win some money tomorrow. Don't make the same bonehead mistakes that you're making. I know you hear me.
Listen.
Okay. I know the person making that one bet, they're going, this is going to not miss at all. This is a can't miss. Lock it in. Don't send it to your friends. Don't do it. Please.
These guys
Save
don't
yourself.
miss. They're killing it in college football right now. They're killing it in baseball beforehand. Now it's about to carry on to the NFL season.
Exactly.
We're just trying to help
Just a
you out here
rolling
before
train
they
that
go
can't be
crazy.
stopped.
Before they go absolutely crazy this year and start rolling again, we're just trying to help you beforehand. That's all
Exactly.
we're trying to do.
And if you weren't
Hop on
there,
sports,
then you want to be there now.
You're gonna
And
want
now
it, yeah.
is the best time because football season's here.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next
And
Saturday.
if you're not gonna
We'll
go,
see you Monday.
Monday. We'll see you Monday. We'll see you Monday.
Woo.
I forgot.
Yeah,
If-
Monday.
hold on. Can I drop one more? Can I drop
What?
one?
Drop it.
If you aren't gonna go with Vegas Sports Advantage for some absurd reason, then you better go on the Twitter. You better rewatch this video and you better go to the pick section. And you better remember what we said. Because if you're not going with them, we got you, but it's the same thing.
So
But
pick
listen,
your poison. Pick your
The
poison.
longer you wait to join Vegas Sports Advantage,
Pick your potion, Tyler. Because we ain't poison.
We're
the
so
less
good at
money
words.
you're
We're so
gonna
good.
have in your bank account.
Exactly. Get that bankroll up. Thanks for watching.
Start
We'll
it
see you
now.
guys.
Ride the Tide Sports Podcast is brought to you by Vegas Sports Advantage.
Luke.
Welcome to VegasSportsAdvantage.com, the website where you can win with us. It doesn't matter if your favorite team is playing.
It doesn't matter what you think.
What matters is which team has the best odds to win. Our MIT team has had a winning record every year for the past 15 years. This gives us the confidence to guarantee all of our packages. We have the highest verified record. Don't miss out. Get in the game. It doesn't matter which sport it is.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Win with Vegas Sports Advantage. Go to VegasSportsAdvantage.com to start winning today.